Hello, Sri Lakshmiji. Thank you for confirming the same. How was your weekend, guys? So, did you guys backtest 10 SMA strategy? Manushree ji, namaste, good evening, Jai Shri Ram. It's amazing, thank you. Today I'm a bit unwell, so because of influenza thing which was happening in Bangalore. So, because of the chills and the cough, I could not trade today. And in case if I happen to cough, I'll be muting myself. So please adjust with it. So it's not internet connection issue. It will be me who's muting myself out. Very good. I'm very happy that you guys backtested uh, the setup, right? So let me just check crude oil. Yes, so it's moving up. So let's see if it's gonna touch this level. So the previous swing high, this was the high which was made earlier, right? So Shivnath ji, you just have to open the chart and check previous price action with 10 SMA. That is how you backtest manually. There's no app for it. So let's see by the end of the session if this particular level is touched. Okay. So once high of this present candle is broken, you will have a significant move. Let's watch. मेरा strategy समझ में नहीं, दिल में आता है direct. देखेंगे अभी if it's crossing this previous swing high also. Let's wait and watch. So let me just wait for other people to join in. Okay. So let's take Nifty 50. So today there was a gap up. So whenever there's a gap up, first 15 minutes candle high should be good. Then only you trading, right? Just for your observation. Do we have open equal to low matching exactly? What is the value? Can you all please type the exact value which is matching right now? I would appreciate. You can see open equal to low here. If I place the candle, yes, 17,680.35. So as per our earlier discussion, when open is equal to low, what will be the sentiment in the market? Yes. So based on the logic of 10 SMA and the candlestick, you could have taken two trades, right? So open equal to low. Once high of this is breached, already this was in a bullish trend since yesterday. Once high is breached, so you would have got 10 points easily. There was a movement of 34 points, right? There was a movement of 34 points, right? And what is the prerequisites for inverted hammer? Everybody, I want everybody to type. So this is, can I consider this to be inverted hammer according to the price action knowledge? Yes or no? Preceding uptrend, location of preceding uptrend, location of the candle is on top. Once low is breached, you'll take a sell trade. But according to 10 SMA strategy, you need to wait for a bearish trend to start. So you have first confirmation that you have all the prerequisites of inverted hammer. Okay, and even if you take trade based on inverted hammer, you would have made very good profits. That is close to around 70 points, right? So anyways, so let's apply 10 SMA strategy for a sell trade. Can I consider this red candle to be the first candle closing below 10 SMA? So no. Yes, right. So let me mark low and high of it. Once low of this was breached here, so is your stop loss hit in this case for a sell trade, for a bearish trade. So based on the 10 SMA as well as candlestick pattern, you could have participated in both bullish trend as well as trade. These strategies are well backtested for 7 years. So please stick to uh, and you will be profitable organically. So you should grow along with the setup, right? So let's check Nifty Bank. Venuji, we'll discuss that later. But we are just working on spot chart, right? So we should learn things on the spot chart, not on the premium chart. So after entering trade, you will not miss. Yes, Purnimaji. There was a bullish opportunity in Bank Nifty, right? So there was a movement of 124 points. and after that there was no candlestick confirmation here, but we could have waited for the first candle to close below 10 SMA. This is the first candle which is closing below 10 SMA. Yes or no? Once low of this candle is breached, you can take a sell trade. Easiest stop loss set in this case. Yes or no? At least you could have captured 30 points for sure. There was a movement of 147 points here, and there was a movement of 100 points. Getting 30 points should not be an issue, right? See, profit booking is the only secret. If you don't book your profits quickly, then that will act as a indecisive decision, and you might lose the profit which you see on board. So please keep booking profits. Let's take top gainers and losers of today. So can I expect you guys to trade with one share for intraday equity, because it requires only 30 rupees for practicing intraday equity in one share in MIS mode? Okay, just take MGL. Let's take MGL. See, whenever there's a huge movement in the first candle, what will you do? Swastikji, that will come later, sir. I would request all of you to focus on the setup. That's what I've been requesting, because if we discuss, because I'll teach you how to trail stop loss later. Please master the setup, Swastikji. Please don't drop any questions now, because I'm a bit unwell, and that might reduce the quality of teaching. So I'll not take any questions today and tomorrow. Is that okay? Okay. Imagine my pain of missing 2 to 3 lakhs profit today. So you should understand that also. Yes. So there's a movement of 5.2% here. Will you trade? Because in swing investment, we try so hard to get 5 to 10% in a month. And in 15 minutes, if you're getting 15%, then it's a bad thing, right? FSL, let's take FSL. Can you all please buy Jindal stainless steel for swing investment tomorrow at market price? Once you get 10% return, can you all book that profit, please? Just write down Jindal stainless steel. It's not Jindal steel. It is Jindal stainless steel. Can you all please check the share value and type it in the group and confirm? There are two stocks. Check JSL, Jindal stainless steel. That will give you 10%. What is the date today? 6th March. Okay. Raviji, it's not there on list 1. But once you master, until you master, you need to follow list 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you later. But after that, you can apply the setup for each and every stock. Right. So Jindal stainless steel. So buy at market price 299. Right. So if you just invest 10,000 rupees, and once you see 1,000 rupees profit 1 month from now, so 6/3/2023, so it should give you 10% by 6/4/2023. Is that clear? Don't panic if there is a dip. Just hold with a lot of patience. Okay. Will you all buy? And will you all put the thumbs up when you see 10% return? So what is 10% target for it? Divide share value by 10. That is the target that you're supposed to get. So 299 by 10 is 29. Right. So approximately 30 rupees. So add 30 rupees to 300. That is 330. Can you all just post a thumbs up once you see 330 on JSL? I think you should be achieving that in 15 days, but please wait for a month. This is the conviction that you're supposed to develop, so that you can identify stock which gonna jump 10% before the actual moment. See, you can make money only if you predict much earlier, right? So yes. Today it jumped 7%. That's okay. So we missed the train, but I'm trying to get your VIP entry into the train so that you can make best use of it. Okay. So I bought 500 shares today. So we'll see how it will work. Is that okay? So we'll see how it will work. So please write down the share value at 10%. So is that clear? Okay. So let's take CMGL. Let's take FSL. So FSL, this is the first candle, right? So yesterday candle closed below 10 SMA. Yes or no? Please understand the logic. Yesterday it closed below 10 SMA. So today it closed above 10 SMA. Do you guys agree with this point? Today it closed above this. So let me mark I of this. high was breached by the first candle. And do we have open equal to low exactly matching here? Yes. So you can mark high and low of this. So tomorrow, whenever you find such kind of opportunity, what you can do, once high of this is breached, put this as stop loss, and can you all just trade with one share? It requires only 20 rupees or 30 rupees to practice. Once you achieve 1:1, you can just come out of it, right? क्योंकि कबाब देखने में और खाने में बहुत फर्क है. So at least you can start with one share. So you can dedicate 500 rupees for your practice and try to trade only one stock according to the setup with only one share in MIS mode. Okay. So once high is breached, so what is the percentage gain that you have achieved? Close to around 4%. So what is the risk that you have taken here? 2.3%. So I hope 1:1 risk reward ratio has been achieved here according to 10 SMA strategy price. So since yesterday, see, this was yesterday first candle which is closing above 10 SMA. Since yesterday it was bullish and there was no candle which closed below 10 SMA, hence the trend was bullish only. Once high of this is breached, so it went up, right? But I don't think you've got 1:1 risk reward ratio here because this is 5%. So you have not achieved. And I've told you, if the movement in the first candle is greater than 1.5 to 2%, you can avoid, right? Yes or no? So there's a 5% movement in the first candle itself. JSL. So you can buy JSL tomorrow. And what is the target? 330. Where is 330? It's here, right? So it has to go up. Will it go up? Will it get stuck? We need to understand after 1 month. Okay. See, approximately you can see it is close to 10%, right? Flagpole pattern. Kishorji, अपना 10 SMA strategy work like magic. Could hold on to trade with great conviction and your book profit. You are never such confident to hold trade. Thank you so much for such acknowledgement because others will be inspired by your story, Kishorji. I really appreciate once you guys apply the logic. So you might feel that the strategy is so simple, but apply it because if the strategy is too complicated, then you won't make money. Right. So well, let's take PFC. So today is this candle. Don't you think this was the first candle? And the first candle high was breached here, and later candle closed. But that's okay. Later this candle closed about 10:07. And since yesterday it was bullish, but we wanted first candle high to break so that you can take a trade. So first candle high was breached, and you have a beautiful trade. So it has got so 1:1 risk reward ratio 0.57%, and you've got 3%. Okay, so let's take losers. After that, we'll shift to parabolic SAR strategy. So that will help you to stay back in trade for long. So let's check Zeal. So today is the first. Yesterday was the first candle which closed, but until the low of the first candle 15 minutes is breached, we are not taking any sell trade at all. Once low of this is breached, wait until you get 1:1. So minus 1.4%, and this is minus 1.8%. You've got very good movement accordingly. Britannia. So today is the first candle which closed below 10 SMA. Do you guys agree? Because the red candle of yesterday was about 10 SMA, so no. Yesterday's red candle was about 10 SMA, so we don't consider it as a first candle. So first candle low is breached. We'll go for a trade. So what is the risk? Risk is around 51 rupees. Reward is 57 rupees. So 1:1 can be achieved. So candle is too big. You can keep half of the setup. Sorry, half of the Raviji. That's what I requested you to wait until the full setup is complete. As of now, you're able to catch only the trend. You need momentum to trade. Okay. Don't be in a hurry to lose all the money you have in Demat. So please stay focused and please have patience till you learn the full setup. So shall we go to the next indicator? Yes or no? You need to go and search parabolic SAR. If you type PAR, you'll get parabolic SAR. Okay. So once you click on this parabolic SAR, do you see the dots below the candle? Do you see the dots above candle here? It's a default setting. I've not changed any setting. Okay, it's a default setting, whatever I'm trying to show you here. So this parabolic SAR is a beautiful trend confirming indicator. Trend confirming indicator. So imagine a rocket. If you have exhaust at the bottom of the rocket, what will happen? It will go up, right? So say for example, if you take FSL. So yesterday it was, see, whenever dots are above the candle, trend is bearish. When dots are below the candle, trend is bullish. So this will help you to stay back in trade for long, right? So please write down a few points on parabolic SAR. First point, parabolic SAR is a trend indicating indicator. Second point, if dots are above the candle, trend is bearish. Second point, if dots are below the candle, trend is bullish. You can just in bracket you can mention rocket and the exhaust. That will give you a clear picture. So don't you think this candle is looking like a rocket? And do you have parabolic SAR? See, this parabolic SAR will occur at the open price. This will occur immediately at open price only. So don't you think if you get to know the trend at the open price of a particular stock, it will help you to take multiple confirmations so that you'll get a lot of confidence to take entry. If you have multiple confirmation from other indicators, don't you think you can trade peacefully? Do we have parabolic SAR at the bottom of the first candle? Yes, right. So till this point, you could have stayed back in this, and you don't have to wait for candle to close and to break. You can exit immediately whenever the dot is trying to shift upward. When the dots are shifted upward, then the trend is bearish. When dots are below the candle, take only buy trades. When dots are above the candle, take only sell trade. Please use it for intraday trading. So are you guys clear? Say for example, will you take a sell trade here? No, right? Because dots are below the candle. So will you take a buy trade here? No, right? So that is how you're trying to follow the footsteps of big players, right? Parabolics are such a beautiful indicator. In confirmation with 10 SMA, it will give you confirmation of the trend, right? So trend is your friend and momentum is the king. So 10 SMA along with parabolic SAR will give you confirmation. So this is the first candle which is closing about 10 SMA. Yes, Kishorji. This is a live indicator which will appear as soon as there is a open price of the candle. When I say open price, obviously it should open up along with the candle. Prashant Kaushikji, the same setup I use for index, currency, commodity. My setup is a universal setup, right? So I was using the same setup even for crypto trading also. But later, after too much of volatility, so I did not go ahead with crypto. So what are the first three letters of crypto? Can you all please type? Yes. So because of volatility, it made me cry. Right. So do you guys please focus on the present discussion, Chiragji? So we got confirmation at 9:30, right? According to 10 SMA, we got confirmation here at 9:30. Yes. So for 9:30 candle, do you have parabolic SAR at the bottom? So don't you think you have double confirmation? So don't you think you can stay back in trade until your 1:1 is achieved? Because this multiple confirmation will help you a lot, right? So once high of this Nifty 50, once high of first candle is breached, don't you think trend was bullish here? According to 10 SMA, I'm talking about according to 10 SMA, we got a bullish trend from this point. And do you have parabolics are for this candle to confirm the trend is bullish? Yes, because of double confirmation, you'll have confidence, right? So just because there is an inverted hammer, you should not trade because you have the support of parabolic SAR for inverted hammer to take trade because the accuracy of candlestick is just 50%. So you will enhance the accuracy of candlestick pattern with indicators. Do you have the parabolic SAR above for you to take a trade for this inverted hammer? Yes or no? No, right? So do you have the dot here for you to take trade? So will not take trade according to, yes, Anjanji, this is a default setting. So this candle closed below 10 SMA and the low of this candle was breached here, right? So do you have the syncing of two strategies together? This is the candle which closed below 10 SMA and the low of that is breached. So, and do you have the dot which beautifully shifted for the candle which is breaching the low of this first candle to initiate a bearish trend? Yes, right. So from here onwards, you have double confirmation and hence you can take a trade. See, without multiple confirmation, you will not get confidence to trade, right? So that will help. So in Nifty Bank, the first candle high was breached here. First candle high was breached here, right? According to 10 SMA, it was bullish. And do we have the parabolics are supporting entry for 930 candle here? Yes or no? Yes. So you could have taken entry here. And later there was a candle which closed below 10 SMA. And the low of this candle was breached here. And do you have parabolics are confirming your entry into sell trade for this candle? Do you have both the strategies matching together? So will you dare to take a buy trade? And these two indicators are trying to show you the trend is bearish. So as a trader, please understand when not to trade. Right. So in the present scenario, you have parabolics are at the bottom of the candle. So it may touch this level shortly. Right. Let's wait and watch. There's a consolidation. There's an inside bar which is happening in these two candles. Once high is breached, it will go up beautifully. Right. So let's take the gainers FSL PFC. Let's take PFSL PFC. So this was the first candle. Once high of this is breached, do you have information here for a buy trade? Yes. So let's take Dal Bharat. So this is the first candle of today. Once low of that is breached, do you have, say for example, this candle breached the low, right? And you can see how beautifully parabolic SAR is also supporting for this entry, right? So are you guys clear how to use parabolic SAR to identify the trend? So we use 10 SMA as well as parabolic SAR to identify the trend in the market. Because if you don't identify the trend in the market, you will be taking wrong trades. You will fail to identify the trend in the market. At least you are not taking wrong trades and you're losing money in the market. Right. So let's go to MACD. So next indicator, shall we go to the next indicator? Yes. So MACD, I'm trying to take default setting. So I'm trying to take default setting in MACD. Okay. So what are the confirmations that we take in MACD? So what is MACD? Anybody can just try to tell. Shivnathji, why parabolic SAR is not popular? Because people, they don't know how to use parabolic SAR. So what is the full form of MACD? Anybody? Yes, moving average convergence and divergence. Do you have a death cross association here? Do you see a death cross? Like, let us assume, see, this is a default setting. I have not changed anything. The white line is MACD line and the red line is signal line. Okay, don't have to remember this. Just remember white line and red line. These two will help you to identify uh, the trend in the market. Do you have white line cutting through red line from top to bottom like a death cross here? Yes, whenever you see death cross in MACD, that's a beautiful confirmation to identify the trend. We are using MACD to identify the trend once again. So we are using three indicators to identify trend in the market: MACD, 10 SMA, and parabolic SAR. Okay. So, and for a buy trade, there must be a golden cross in the moving averages. Do you see a white moving average crossing a red moving average from bottom to top here? And do you see negative crossover here in MACD? And is there a fall accordingly? So do you have a golden cross here in Nifty 50 today, which helped you to take it forward? And later there was a negative crossover, which confirmed with the trend of 10 SMA and parabolic. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? MACD should be in golden cross for you to ascertain the trend is bullish, and MACD should be in death cross to ascertain it's a bearish trend. Yes. See, MACD is a lagging indicator. It may give you indication much earlier, or it may give you indication later. But these three indicators to merge to give you uh, entry point. So let's see. Say for example, this is the first candle. Once I is breached. So according to 10 SMA and parabolic SAR, it's a buy trend, right? And do you have positive crossover in MACD to confirm these two indicators for you to take a buy trade? Yes, right. So now you have three confirmation. Don't you think you'll be more confident when you get three confirmation from the setup? You have to be like a robot. So Swastikji, I'm trying to mute myself whenever I'm getting a cough because I'm unwell since morning. So it's not no voice, it's I'm muting myself. So the first candle low. See, first candle low was breached here. And do you have parabolic SAR and MACD support for this? Do you have death cross? Do you have death cross in MACD to confirm a sell trade? Don't you think three indicators together it is trying to confirm whether a particular stock is bullish or bearish? There might not be exact crossover because the crossover happened much before, right? But we got two other indicators aligned at this point. So it can be, see, MACD can give you indication much before, but we have to align all the indicators together to take a confident trade. If one indicator is not, telling you to trade, you're not trading. That's how you will become a qualitative trader who's knowing when not to trade, right? Let me take Nifty Bank. So this 10 SMA, parabolic SAR, and MACD, do you have the confirmation of all the three indicators for 9? Right, that's a beautiful confirmation. And once low of the candle is breached, do you have the confirmation? MACD can give you that crossover much before. From this point to this point, it is trying to tell you trend is bearish because there is no positive crossover yet. So you will never dare to take a buy trade because PSAR is also above. Are you guys observing the PSAR is also above and MACD is in death cross? You will never take call option when these two indicators are trying to tell you bearish sentiment. Is that clear? So wait for the right opportunity because whenever you get a right opportunity like this, you can make money like crazy. See, this is the first candle. High of the candle was breached. And do you have parabolic SAR at the bottom of this candle? And do you have MACD? It's already in golden cross for this candle. It's already in golden cross. So already in golden cross. So you have got multiple confirmations, and you could have traded 482 points. So will you take a put option when you have PSAR and MACD both indicating bullish trend? Will you take put option when PSAR is at the bottom of the candle and MACD is? So this is how you will refrain from taking wrong trades. So don't become a compulsive trader. Compulsive trader is one who will trade just because he has got capital in demat, but uh, the actual trader is one who will trade when there is an opportunity to make money. Is it making sense? So will you trade when there is an opportunity, or will you trade uh, just because you have capital in demat? Because if you have so much of money to throw away in the live market, please remember me. I'm a needy person, so you can donate to needy person like me rather than losing money in the market. Okay, I'm a daily wage laborer, So this is the thing. So you should take trade only there is a confirmation from all three indicators. Yes or no? So let me add a more value addition to this MACD. Do you guys see this green or red bars standing here and inverted here? 15 minutes time frame. Always 15 minutes until you master the setup. Once you master the setup for 6 months from now, you can trade in any time frame and stick to the rules. Okay. So do you see the middle line which is acting as a zero line to demarcate MACD into positive zone and negative zone here? See, this is a positive zone because this is above zero, right? And this is a negative zone because this is below zero. Do you see histogram or bars of MACD standing tall in positive zone? And do you have the histogram or bars of MACD inverted because it is below zero line? Yes. Don't worry about the color. Just worry about their presence, whether it's above zero or below zero. Is this clear? You just have to check whether the bars are above zero or below zero. Okay. Say, along with golden cross, do I have histogram coming above positive zone from below negative zone? Do you have the transition of bars coming from negative zone to positive zone? Yes or no? Yes, right. So this will act as a double confirmation in MACD only. So in MACD, we're trying to take two confirmations. There must be a golden cross supported by histogram standing above zero line. Is that clear? When you get these two confirmation from MACD, then only you'll think the trend is bullish. So we have two confirmation from MACD. First thing, it should be a golden cross. Second thing is histogram should be above. Histogram should be above zero. So this will act as a double confirmation. Let's check for Nifty Bank. When did you get the double confirmation here for a sell trade? So for this candle, the first candle of 10 SM which closed below 10 SMA. This was the first candle, reference candle which closed below 10 SMA. For this candle only, MACD gave you indication that trend is bearish. But we have to wait for other two indicators. You should not be in a hurry because I know being in a hurry you might have lost a lot of money. Patience. So next candle breached the low. According to 10 SMA, it's bearish. And according to Parabolic SAR, it's bearish. Anyways, MACD gave you bearish sentiment for the first candle itself. Right. From here onwards, you would have taken sell trade. Is this clear? Yes or no? कितना तेजस्वी लोग हैं हमारे ग्रुप में, कितना अच्छा विचार रखते हैं आप सब पर, मुझे बहुत नाज है. Provided if you say yes to it. Right. So let's check for a buy trade. So this is the candle where we got entry. We got entry from 9:30 onwards. Do we have the positive crossover and histogram supporting your entry here? Yes. And for this, before the candle closed below 10 SMA, MACD beautifully informed you trend is bearish. Please don't take any trade because there is a negative crossover with histogram shifting to negative zone. Yes or no? Right. So before the candle closed below 10 SMA, MACD informed you trend is bearish. Please refrain from taking call option because you will lose heavily. Later, you need to wait for all the confirmation. This is the reference candle which closed below 10 SMA. Then you need to wait for low to be breached. This candle breached the low, and you have parabolic server this candle. And anyways, you have MACD gave you entry much before. Don't you think you will be at peace? Raviji, you're saying not much of profit momentum, right? So your target in Nifty 50 is 10 points. Did you achieve 10 points here? See, scalping is all about taking small profits in every trade. If you keep waiting to capture 100 points, you will never be profitable. So do you have 10 points in this entry? Is it making sense, Raviji? Do you want to be a consistent trader and be in green every day, or do you want to wait to capture 100 points and lose every day? So that's why you need to stick to scalping. Once you get 10 points, then you can scale up. Then you can scale up to the maximum lots allowed in Nifty, that is 36 lots, 1,800. If you capture 10 points with 1,800, don't you think you'll get 18,000 every day? So you need to always stick to the small target which is achievable in the market, right? So making 18,000 is like 3.6 lakhs per month. Even if you check Nifty Bank, it will show you. once all the conditions are met. So did we get 30 points here? So 30 points has to be your target and stop loss in Bank Nifty, and 10 points should be your target and stop loss. So did you get 30 points here? Raviji, can you please reply quickly? Is it making sense now? So when you're learning my method, you have to stick to the target that I follow. Yes, you can achieve the trend. So you can achieve the trend only in 15 minutes time frame. 5 minutes will eat up your stop loss very quickly. There is a separate session where I'll teach you which strike price to choose. As of now, we are thinking about how to take an entry correctly. See, stock market trading is a game of probability. If you take right entry, nobody can stop you, you'll make money. If you take a wrong entry, even God cannot save you. All right? Because God has to help two people. One who has taken a right entry and one who has taken wrong entry. Both are praying for the same God. Definitely, the God will help and reward the right person. It's a zero-sum game. Somebody's loss is somebody's profit. You should be on the profitable side by knowing the trend of big players in the market. If you cannot capture the trend or follow the footsteps of big players by confirming the trend in the market, then yes, Vaishaliji. So then it's very tough. Vanashriji, so this is half of the setup. We need to add histogram, sorry, this RSI for the setup. Then you'll get clarity. So we are using three indicators. We are using three indicators to identify the trend, because if you're not there on the right trend, then you lose money. That's why I'm stressing a lot of time on how to identify the trend. Say for example, so high of this candle is breached here. 15 minutes is the only time frame that you can use until you master. So once high of this is breached, so do you have a beautiful movement? At least you're there on the right side, right? So will you take a call option here? Will you take a call option here? Why? Because MACD is in death cross. The histogram is below zero. In spite of 10 SMA and parabolic SAR is trying to confirm that it's bullish. MACD said no, don't trade, and see how beautifully it fell. Yes or no? So this is how you're supposed to trade. So let's check a few stocks like Zeal, because the more you practice, the more mastery that you'll achieve. So this is the first candle. Low of this is breached, and parabolic SAR is also supportive here. For 930 candle, do we have the support of all three indicators confirming a bearish trend? Until MACD is in death cross, you can remain bearish because you have a stop loss of first candle, right? You can stay back intact. So just practice with one share tomorrow. Because see, why am I saying that you need to practice with one share? Because you will be exposed to different kind of situation and different kind of scenarios in the market whenever you trade stocks. If the same scenarios replicate in index trading or crude oil, then you will be equipped with an experience of trading, right? Yes or no? So please practice because I've done paper trading for 2 years. That's how I gained confidence, because market is my mentor. I've paid fees directly to the market via losses and learned lessons. So Shivnathji, MIS mode I've already taught you. So just have to say, for example, if you're trading Z, Shivnathji, please concentrate. Do you have buy and sell here? If stock is bullish, click on buy. If stock is bearish, click on sell. So as the ZEAL was bearish, let me click on sell. Do you see long-term and intraday? That is MIS mode here. Shivnathji, I'm trying to address your query because this was necessary. So what is the capital required? Say, for example, they're not giving margin here. So let me take some other stock, Ambuja Cement. So what is the capital required to buy one quantity for long term? Do you see here? need 385. If I click on MIS mode, what is the capital required to trade one stock? 77 rupees. Can you dedicate 77 rupees just to take one trade with just for the practice? First candle high or low will be your stop loss. Is this clear? Okay. As of the how to set stop loss and trade stop loss, that I'll teach you later. As of now, we're focusing on taking right entry. If you guys focus on how to take, you guys are more interested how to trade stop loss, but you guys are not working towards how to take right entry. It's a request until the full setup, because you guys are supposed to learn RSI and Fibonacci levels, right? Without knowing RSI and Fibonacci level, it is very difficult to take trades. These three indicators are trying to, they're trying to uh, give you trend confirmation. The actual entry is decided by RSI. RSI is the king of my setup. Until and unless you know the RSI, which is king of my setup, you cannot trade. Vaishalaji, breaching the low is enough, provided that PSAR and MACD should confirm. If you wait for candle close, you can enter here, but breaching low along with parabolic SAR and MACD is good enough. Okay, so let's take a few more examples. Britannia. Yes, say for example, how to set the target and stop loss. Initially, when you're trading with one share until you practice, keep the first candle high as stop loss. See, for that method, I'll teach you one thing. There's something called as cover order. Do you guys know what is cover order? Okay. So, do you guys see cover order here next to regular order? Yes or no? Do you see, Paragji, do you see the cover order which is written here next to the thing? So, in cover order, it will not ask you the target, it will ask you for the stop loss trigger. So whenever the setup is giving you entry, enter at a market price, keeping high of this candle. So what is the high of this candle? 201.2, right? So I'll just keep 201.2 as stop loss. Is it making sense? You're entering at market price once low of this is breached, provided it is trying to, when all three indicators merge, you enter trade with cover order, one share at market price, but stop loss will be the high of the first candle. What is the high? Raviji, can you please master how to take first entry, please? You're talking about re-entry, that is too complex. That you learn only through experience. Because I want you to be profitable at least for 100 days. See, there was one girl by name Ria. She's a 11th standard kid. She just followed whatever I taught, and she makes around 3,000 profit for 50k capital Nifty Bank. When an 11th standard kid, without any knowledge on economics or world politics, just sticking to the setup, she's making such a beautiful profit. So I would expect such kind of a dedication towards the rules of the setup. So taking multiple entries will come with experience. Try to be profitable, make at least 1,000 rupees for 100 days continuously. Your P&L should look either green or empty box. There should be no red. That is the level of emotional quotient you are supposed to find. Raviji, can I go ahead to explain the beautiful concept of cover order? And I would request you to refrain from asking such questions. We have a separate question and answer session after completion of the module. This is the third time I'm requesting you. So you might be excited. In excitement, if you don't learn, then once again, you will be the same, losing money every day, right? So are you clear? Once the setup matched, when all three indicators tell you it's bearish, you need to enter at market price. Do not bargain with limit order. Please enter at market price with a strict stop loss of high of the candle. Say for example, you are there at this point. So what is the high of the previous candle? 198.35. So go to your order. Please change it to 198.35. So now what happened? Your stop loss from here got shifted to here. Is it making sense? So then when candle is here, you can shift this candle's stop loss to the high of this candle. What is the high of this candle? Keep modifying the stop loss. Whenever it is moving down, what is the high of this? 97.2. You just keep changing this stop loss. So this will work. Is this clear? Whenever there is an entry according to the setup. Say for example at 9:30 you got confirmation from all the indicators. One is yes or no. At 9:30 I got confirmation from all the indicators. Yes. What will you do at 9:30? Go to this stock. Usually it will be regular. Select intraday from long term. Usually it will be long term. It will be regular. You need to make changes. Intraday and cover order. Okay. By changing this, you're trying to make peace with your loss. You are clearly knowing how much you're going to lose if things go wrong. Once you make peace with your loss, you will be emotionally neutral way. Is this clear, Vanashriji? From regular and long term, you have to change it to intraday and cover order because you're trying to practice with one share. Even if you lose 100 rupees, don't worry, or else you can do paper trading. So usually the stop loss was high of this candle. So don't you think if market is somewhere here, let us think market is somewhere here. If I reduce this stop loss from this point to this point, don't you think this much profit is locked? Nobody can snatch. Even if your stop loss is hit, your profit is locked because what is the high of this candle? This candle is 196.45. Usually when you trade in cover order, you in the order book you will be having a pending orders. You just have to modify. Initially you have kept 201.5, so change it to 196.5. So don't you think 4.5, 3.5 rupees is there in your pocket even if your stop loss is hit? See, this candle hit your stop loss. This is 196.6. Your stop loss was 196.5. So you trailed your stop loss and your stop loss is hit, and you're very rare to see people feeling happy when the stop loss is hit. So can you all just practice this with one share? Say for example, if I take FSL. Yes, you will be entering only the stop loss, no target. You just have to trail your stop loss to capture the entire move. Okay. So if you don't exit, some other guys will exit at 3 o'clock. Say for example. So 9:30 you got a confirmation from this. You can stick to 1:1 risk reward ratio. I'm teaching you a brilliant method how to trail stop loss. Okay. Kishorji, do we have confirmation at 9:30 from all three indicators? Yes? No? Yes. So let me add FSL here. So FSL, just click on buy. Cover order, one quantity, you will enter at market price. What is the low of this candle? 110.9. So once at 9:30 you will enter at market price with 110.9. See, rather than keeping the stop loss here till 3:15, at least you can trail stop loss as and when the market price is going up slowly. See, once this candle is complete, from first candle low to this low you can shift. You need to modify the value to this and slowly shift your stop loss till here, and slowly after the completion of every candle, change the stop loss to the low of the previous candle. At this point you need to change it to here, and slowly you were doing it and your stop loss was hit here. So how much points you captured? At least 3 rupees. Yes or no? Is this clear? So just practice with one share because कबाब देखने में और खाने में बहुत फर्क है. I just want you guys to observe this and do paper trade, or just try to risk 23 rupees. Can you risk 23 rupees to practice? Yes, cover order will help you to set only stop loss. So you have to keep changing it. Keep changing it slowly. Just modify, get into the right trade and keep modifying the stop loss, right? Okay, so as yes, Kishorji, I'll just tell you how to modify this kind of a thing for option premium later. I just know I've given you knowledge just to practice with one share. So we'll apply the same logic for the premium of call option or put option, so that at least you'll book, say for example, so you'll go for a stop loss order. There is no cover order here. So that I'll teach you once you learn the setup fully. So as I'm a bit unwell, can you just point up here and catch up tomorrow? So will you practice this logic on intraday equity with one share in MIS mode, use cover order. Yes, Anjanji, I said I'll take 2 hours today, but I'm not able to give you 100%. So if you want, I'll continue. Anjanji, your call. So shall we go ahead, Anjanji? Right. So even if we extend our classes, that's okay. Right. But humanity will come first. Thank you. Let's catch up tomorrow. Third list I'll give you. Okay. Practice whatever I've taught you and you'll be amazed. Thank you so much. We'll catch up tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.